Good morning, guten Morgen, magandang umaga, konnichiwa, bonjour. So I'm going to share part of my testimony for encouragement, not for sympathy. so, um, so 2 Februaries ago, not last February, but the February before, I got into a car accident where I live in Western Massachusetts, and we had a sudden storm coming in that afternoon, and it was really quickly where the temperature was just right, where the roads were pretty slick. And I was on my way home, and there was a guy that went to stop at a stop sign, and he slid right through it, and I was making a left turn onto Route 23. I believe that's the route. Yeah, I was on Route 8 going on 23. He slid through and he T-boned me. And the insurance company wound up totaling my vehicle, and I was just so grateful. I didn't care about the vehicle because it was a 2000 Honda CR-V, so it was just my winter beater. I was so grateful that the only thing that happened to me is I got whiplash, and I had bit my tongue where it was pretty black and blue, but I was okay, and the other person was okay, and that's all that matters. So that's part of something I wanted to share. And then the recent thing that's happened to me lately is I was taking care of a nearly 3-year-old husky. It's part of what I do. I mainly clean, but I also take care of animals sometimes. So I take care of this husky, and if you know anything about the breed, they can be unpredictable and temperamental and aggressive. So this dog, which he's young and just not disciplined. I'm not saying I don't like to believe that there are bad dogs. They're just dogs that didn't have guidance when they were puppies. So I went to the house on Tuesday, which was 2 days ago, and I went to do the usual, taking care of him. He'd have accidents in the house. So what I would do is I would just clean up and I'd take him outside. So he had knocked down a baby gate that was blocking off the laundry room, and he got into the laundry room, and there's some stuff in there that he got into, like cardboard, cans, whatever else was in there. And so I had given him a treat. I give him like a chew that takes him like a minute to eat while I'm cleaning up. So I gave him his treat, and I'm trying to fix the baby gate because it was off the doorway to where the door itself was wide open. So I just had to readjust and put it in the frame. So I'm fixing the baby gate, and Hunter, the dog, did not want me to do that apparently. So he came over and bit me. And he bit me really hard to where my arm bled. Now I can show you this Band-Aid. I'm not sure if the camera right here, but if you can see, he chomped down on, I'm not sure if he chomped down on my whole bicep, on my muscle, and just it hurt really badly when it happened. And then he stood there and he stared at me, And I kind of pretended like nothing happened because I was afraid. My adrenaline was going where I wasn't going to react suddenly, that I'm like, okay, this situation could escalate worse. So I just played it off like nothing happened. But I let his owner know that I'm sorry, I can no longer watch your dog, and I won't report it as long as you don't have any strangers watch him in the future, because I'd hate for someone else to get bit by this dog. So the reason why I'm sharing this with you, again, it's not for sympathy, okay, because stuff happens, especially when it involves animals, okay? The reason why I'm sharing this with you is for encouragement. And I know you're like, well, what's encouraging about what happened to you? And it's this. The Lord never promised that bad things wouldn't happen to you, okay? And I also wanting to share this, that it doesn't, when bad things do happen in my life, you know, regrettable things, I don't blame the Lord for allowing it to happen. I don't fully understand why, but I also look at it like it could have been much worse. The car accident, I could have, you know, hurt myself in a major way where I couldn't go to work. If I'm not going to go to work, I can't buy food to eat, and so on. This incident with the dog is, he could have gone for my throat. He could have gone for my face. It could have been much worse. The reason why I'm turning this into you should still be encouraged is I still have a sound mind. While everyone is becoming more unstable, they're waxing worse, and they're trying to save their own life with all these carnal things, their works, their prepping, whatever. They're focused on saving what they have here. I still have a sound mind. I'm still sober-minded, and I still know truth. That's how I know the Lord is with me. So even when there's speed bumps in my life, I don't blame the Lord that it happened, because I'm the one who chose to drive on a stormy day, even though I was on my way home. And I'm the one who chose, knowing the consequences of taking care of an animal, that bad things could happen. So by my free will, I made those choices. Again, I don't blame the Lord for, you know, we are in a spiritual warfare. I don't have all the answers, and I'm not really asking why. Okay, for every little thing or everything that happens, even the speed bumps and the potholes or whatever. So again, if you are feeling like, where is the Lord when you are having troubles in your life, you need to take a deep breath and know that there is a spirit. This is a spiritual warfare. There's a dark spirit, the Antichrist spirit, that's trying to convince you that the Lord is not with you. Okay? And by your fruit, like I said, by your fruit, I have a sober mind. Okay? I'm at peace. So that means Christ is with me. That I know truth. Jesus Christ is truth. That means Christ is with me no matter what happens. Okay? So I love you, and God bless.